We're in Dallas with Margaret Brothers. Welcome.
It's good to be with you again, Ani.
Thank you so much. You're a longtime private lessons member, and we're very pleased to have you as our member.
And I am thrilled to be a member.
Thank you.
It has been a very helpful thing in my life.
Great. Tell me, where are you based? You're near Dallas somewhere.
I'm in Plano, Texas.
Mm-hmm. And most of your students come from that area?
Mostly, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know you have pretty high level of education. You have a master's degree, and you're a pianist and a pedagogue. But I wanted to touch something in your background that's really very interesting. You studied privately with Sasha Gordnitsky, right?
Yes.
Please tell me just briefly.
I realized at the end of receiving a Master of Music degree that I lacked technical expertise and that I could not do things that one must be able to do to be a fine teacher, which was always my goal. And so I was actually to go to another teacher who died right before, 3 months before I was to go to New York. And then I was told Sasha Gordnitsky would be the best technical person. He was not only the best technical person, he was the best person.
We should also mention that he was a student of the great Joseph Levin,
yeah,
who was remarkable. Talk about technique that is just unreal, right?
But he was kind, he was a good person, he had a psychological way of teaching that I retain today. You show the person how to be successful, and because they're successful, the love comes for music.
That is terrific.
And he was just a master at that. I wish I were 1/10 as good.
We just talked about you. You have a Mason in Hamlin. I have a quick story for you. Years ago, I had a conversation with John Steinway of the Steinway family. And we talked about various artists who played the Steinways. And then he says, but Joseph Levin played a Mason. Always played Mason in Hamlin. Remarkable. So this whole tradition that you've kind of
And I did
acquired,
not know that.
it's remarkable.
Do you know, I just have always loved the big, brilliant sound, which I understand was the Steinway of the 40s. And that to me is what the Mason in Hamlin is.
But you know, it's how one plays, I suppose, because the way, if one plays like Joseph Levin or Sasha Gordnitsky, you know.
Not so many do that, I don't suppose. We try.
You have a wonderful little story about a parent that just sought advice a few years ago. Please tell me about it.
I was telling you that this lady called me about her 3-year-old daughter.
When was
and
this?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
And I didn't even remember that she had called me. She contacted me by private lessons, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then I advised her that most people feel, you know, you listen to Mozart and other fine music, whatever is just the best in its field, and that they can learn a great deal from just listening.
Because the child was too young.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt she was too young, and I feel some of the young programs are really helpful, and some really don't take you that far. So, personally, I feel this. But she came back this year, just recently, and said, hi, I'm Laverne. I called you 2 years ago, and I didn't remember. And I said, please remind me. And she did. And I'm starting her 7-year-old or 6-year-old daughter next week.
That's fantastic.
No, wait a minute. She's 5.
She's 5. So
she's 5.
She's a young beginner.
She's 5.
Yeah. This is a terrific story. You see, sometimes you just advice, just a little guidance
I
helps
would
a lot.
have never dreamed that woman would have called me 2 years later.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's
and went
wonderful.
back to private lessons to find me.
That's wonderful.
Again.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we're thrilled.
I'm so happy that we visited this morning. Thank you so much, and I wish you much success.
And you as well.
Thank
You have helped so many of us
Thank you.
by just having a first-class site
Thank you.
for musicians.